Om Namo Narayana, welcome back. Anyone who follows this channel has probably figured out that I kind of situate myself on the Vaishnava path. Not completely, but a lot of me is on it. Though I'm not a member of ISKCON, I'm not a member of any Hare Krishna group that spins off from Sri Chaitanya, but I do honor the whole world of the Hare Krishna movement, and I do honor the legacy of Sri Chaitanya because I discovered it at a time that changed my life in a way that it needed to be changed on a spiritual level. And also, you could say on a personal level. My spirituality was stuck. I had been following a guru long time before, had broken away, but had never quite been able to break the chains, you could say, and be free of this influence that I literally thought was detrimental. And I discovered Swami Prabhupada, and it just opened the doors to what I was looking for, which was historical, scriptural, more authentic than what I was following, Hindu, not some New Age thing, and it just gave me ground. And from his writings, I've been able to develop something out and just come into my own. Anyways, I wanted to share today a book that was one of the very first books I ever read of Swami Prabhupada. So first of all, the first book I ever read was this, and you can find a reference to it elsewhere on this channel, Trainwrecks and Transcendence by Vic Dakara. It's a history of the Krishna Core movement, and if you know that punk rock music movement, it was just going as punk as you could get, because what is more punk than being a religious devotee of some Indian guru? And Vic was one of the pioneers of that movement, and so this is his autobiography about how he joined ISKCON, started the movement, and actually left ISKCON. Amazing book. This converted me into wanting to know about ISKCON. From there, I found this book, which I'm going to read for you in a second. So this is Planting the Seed. This is the biography of Srila Prabhupada. It's a multi-volume series. This is volume 2, which just happened to be the one that I saw in the store, and this one focuses on his time in New York City from 1965 to 66, which was his very first year, coming right off the boat, and written by Svarupa Dasa Goswami. Like I said, this is a multi-volume series that I think does a really detailed and good job of sharing who is Swami Prabhupada. And this book, pretty much just between the two of these, I was set on wanting to discover this path. I've read the book previous to this about his time in India, but I haven't read what came after, just so you know. But this one, I think, if you just read this one, I think you'd be very impressed. So this one picks up with Swami Prabhupada on the boat on the way to America. Just a monk with no money. He has a contact of who he's going to live with, and really no support from home, just told, make a difference. He actually has a heart attack on the way over. But he writes something, and I'm going to read what he wrote. So, on September 13, Prabhupada noted in his diary, 32nd day of journey, cooked hati khichari. It appeared to be delicious, so I was able to take some food. Today I have disclosed my mind to my companion, Lord Sri Krishna. There is a Bengali poem made by me in this connection. I would like to now read that poem. It's called A Prayer to the Lotus Feet of Krishna. Put yourself in the place of an old man. He's left his family behind. He's left his country behind. He's left everything he knows behind. He has literally hardly any money. He's had a heart attack on the boat. He's ill. May not even know if he'll live that long. All he's been told is spread Krishna consciousness to America. Be like Vivekananda. Just go. And when he gets here, he has nothing. And that simplicity is what pulled people to him. So here is the English translation of the poem that he wrote. Prayer to the Lotus Feet of Krishna. I empathetically say to you, O brothers, you will obtain your good fortune from the Supreme Lord Krishna only when Srimati Radharani becomes pleased with you. Srimad Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakura, who is very dear to Lord Gauranga, the son of Mother Shakti, is unparalleled in his service to the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. He is that great, saintly, spiritual master who bestows intense devotion to Krishna at different places throughout the world. By his strong desire, the holy name of Lord Gauranga will spread throughout all the countries of the Western world, in all the cities, towns, and villages on the earth. From all the oceans, seas, rivers, and streams, everyone will chant the holy name of Krishna. As the vast mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu conquers all directions, a flood of transcendental ecstasy will certainly cover the land. When all the sinful, miserable living entities become happy, the Vaishnava's desire is then fulfilled. Although my Guru Maharaja ordered me to accomplish this mission, I am not worthy or fit to do it. I am very fallen and insignificant. Therefore, O Lord, now I am begging for your mercy, so that I may become worthy, for you are the wisest and most experienced of all. If you bestow your power, by serving the spiritual master, one attains the absolute truth. One's life becomes successful. If that service is obtained, then one becomes happy and gets your association due to good fortune. My dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, because of my association with material desires, one after another, I was gradually falling into a blind well full of snakes, following the general populace. But your servant Narada Muni kindly accepted me as his disciple and instructed me how to achieve this transcendental position. Therefore, my first duty is to serve him. How could I leave his service? O Lord Krishna, you are my eternal companion. Forgetting you, I have suffered the kicks of my birth after birth. If today the chance to meet you occurs again, then I will surely be able to rejoin you. O dear friend, in your company I will experience great joy once again. In the early morning I will wander about the cowherd pastures and fields, running and frolicking in the many forests of Vraja. I will roll on the ground in spiritual ecstasy. Oh, when will that day be mine? Today the remembrance of you came to me in a very nice way, because I have a great longing. I call to you. I am your eternal servant, and therefore I desire your association so much. O Lord Krishna, except for you, there is no other means of success. Sadly, the Bengali, it rhymes. So, for example, Tomara se Shakti Pele, Guru Sebaya Bastu Mele, Jivana Sartak Chari Oi, Setse Seva Pile, Tahale Suki Hale, Taba Sangha Bhagyate Meloi. And I probably just did the worst Bengali ever on the face of the earth. But I thought it was really nice, and actually I just wanted to recommend this book. I think it's really good, and I just recommend reading. Obviously this channel does. Yeah. So anyways, Srila Prabhupada, a really, really great teacher, even with controversy around him. And there's always going to be controversy around every teacher out there, but I still think one of the most influential teachers, maybe, yeah, of the modern world. Absolutely. Without doubt. So, yeah, thanks for just hanging out with me here for a few minutes. Sorry about all the traffic outside. The windows are open, and I don't really want to close them, because it's warm in here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.